B'Shem Hashem Na'aseh V'Natzliach, I dedicate this Devar Torah on Parshat Mishpatim for the refuah shlema of all the sick people in the nation of Israel, especially my father, Shlomo Chaim Ben Pari. Please continue praying for him. I heard this HACHAIM HAKODESH. Today's subject is, why does God give you so much extra money you don't know what to do with? And why does God unfortunately keep away money and blessings and make people poor? I heard this idea from my Rebbe, Rav Yaakov Moshe Kalevsky, and it changed my life personally also. That's why I wanted to share it with you. It's a great Kabbalistic idea. The Torah, we know there's a mitzvah in this week's Parsha. This week's Parsha is a treasure trove of many practical mitzvahs. One of them being, it's a mitzvah to lend a fellow Jew money without interest. So the Torah says, Im kesef talve et ami, if you lend my nation money, et ha'ani imach, the poor person amongst you, lo tieh lo kenosha, lo tasiman alav neshech. Don't charge him interest. So the HACHAIM says, what does it mean, im, if you have extra money? Well, it's either a mitzvah or not. What does the Torah say? Im means says if. Does this mean if I'm in the mood I should lend money? If I'm not, I shouldn't? No. All the commentators, the Rambam, the Ramban, everybody counts this as one of the 613 commandments. So the HACHAIM says a fascinating idea. He says, if you look in the Torah, I highlighted it here for you. It says im kesef. Then there's a pasek. We know the melodies of the Torah are no coincidence. Im kesef, you have to stop when the Baal Korah reads it. Why? Because a person has to think to himself, why do I have double the amount of money I need? Et ha'ani imach. Because the HACHAIM says, according to Kabbalah, some people, because they've made terrible mistakes, they deserve to get punished, and they don't get they don't get directly their livelihood and money from God. They have to go and ask people for help, for people to lend them money so they could start their business, and they shouldn't go get foreclosed upon and go out of business. So the Torah says, if you see you have double the amount of money you need, why would God give you double the amount of money you need? Like Yaakov says, we need enough money to live comfortably, to eat and sleep. Et ha'ani imach, God sends you double because He's sending, since the poor person doesn't deserve to get his money directly from God, He's sending the poor person's money through you. So it's really not your money. That's why you should, with a very happy heart, lend it to the poor person. And the HACHAIM goes even further to say, Lo ti'alav kenose. It says, don't charge him interest. It could be interpreted as to saying, Lo ti'e kenose. Nose means nesiut. Don't think you're his God now. You're his prince. You're superior to him since you lent him money. No. God, since he blessed you, you were so lucky to get your money and blessing from God in a dignified way. Some people don't deserve to get their money in that dignified way, but doesn't mean that you should splurge your money. No. God blessed you double, so you could help out, give that extra money, lend it out to the poor person and bless him. And that's why the Chavetz Chaim says it's such a big mitzvah to create a free loan society, because charity is shameful in a lot of ways. But if somebody gets a 5-year loan or 3-year loan or 2-year loan or 1-year loan and they paid back without interest, the person's dignity and honor is preserved. So just to recap, don't forget, if you have countless amount of money, why would God bless you with so much money that you don't even know how to use it? It must be that it's like God's giving you a package from the heavenly mail, and one of those sandwiches, one in that package, that you don't have, there's only so much food you could put in your stomach. One of those packages is to share it with your neighbor and charge him interest-free, lend it to him. So may Hashem help us to always be helpful and know that there's divine providence in everything. Amen.